Hello everybody, pitmarthroy here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mario Party 8. In the last episode, we defeated Daisy at Goomba's Booty Boardwalk, and in this episode, we're going to be taking on Mario in King Boo's Haunted Hideaway. Now, I know this was actually supposed to be Peach, but since I turned off my game between these, it switched characters on me because it saves after I defeated Daisy, therefore my opponent had not been chosen. And before anybody says, oh, well, maybe you just lost and did a retake recording, no, if you lose this game, you'll be facing the same character. I know because I've lost to Mario 4 times in a row before, while not recording. And it was Mario each time, so. So basically in this one, you need to get 2 stars to win. And they are only 10 coins each. So you have to find King Boo. However, you don't know where he is. He could be anywhere in the house. And some rooms will lead to dead ends, otherwise known as pitfalls. And if you find one of those rooms, it is essentially just going to take you back to the start. It doesn't make you lose coins or anything, but you will go back to the start. I'm pretty sure you still keep the rest of your roll, though, so if, you know, you roll a 5, you move 2 spaces forward, and you get sent back to start, you can still move your next 3 spaces. I'm pretty sure that's the case. I could be wrong. I have not played this game in a while, so we're probably going to find out at some point, though. And there are quite a few gimmicks on this board. Besides not being able to tell where you're actually going, you'll notice that Mario passed a Womp earlier, and you can pay them 10 coins and they'll move out of the way and they'll block a different path. But basically, they'll block a path, and if you pay 10 coins, you can get them to go away from it. But after you pass a path, they will move over to the path that you just walked on. So they'll block a different path after you move past them. And if you pay them 10 coins, they'll move and then block the path that you just paid to get onto. And like I said, keep in mind the stars are only worth 10 coins here, so. Let's see if Mario will get the last of the challenge minigames unlocked for me. I'm hoping he gets it too, because that last one was very difficult. Okay, he didn't get it, sadly. He got Fruit Picker. So how's everybody doing? Today is October the 27th, or at least when I'm recording it, this is what it is. We got some snow. Well, it's more like sleet. It didn't stick, but it was snow in October for Texas. It's crazy. We enjoyed every bit of it, I'll tell you that, man. We got some nice, even if it was snow and not rain, you know, snow and not rain. At least we got, you know, something to water our yards, I'm telling you. It was nice. Oh, Mario got it wrong, even though it was very clear where they were hidden. Yeah, I don't know why, but CPUs can mess up any of these really easily. All the challenge minigames. They don't always mess up Fruit Picker, but they will almost always fail the hardest version, which is called Stampede, and the Porta Score. They won't always fail Fruit Picker, but they can do it. But yeah, things have been pretty ho-hum for the most part around here. I am actually going to stay where I'm at. Just not pay the 10 coins. Now, you may think not knowing where you're going is just blowing all strategy out the window, but it's actually not. And this is the shop. It's Pink Boost, and he probably got, yeah, twice candy. Yeah, that was probably his best choice. But yeah, it's been basically nothing around here. I've got to make corrections for another test because she changed the rules a little bit. Our teacher, if we get below a 70, she will allow you to correct up to a 70. And I kept getting like 69 and 68, so I just barely have to correct it. And so she's like, okay, I changed the rules, so now if you've got lower than an 80, you're allowed to correct up to an 80. So I got my test back. Anyone want to guess my score? Yeah, 79. Which is better, because, you know, at least I passed, but, you know, still, I didn't want to have to correct more. Alright, so this is basically, you just shake the Wii Remote to do this minigame. I actually can't remember what it's called, but it's very simple. You just shake the Wii Remote, and that will call the ship over as fast as you can. Very, very easy minigame. Straightforward, simple, shouldn't have any problem winning this one. Also had a party for one of my friends who turned 17. So shout out to him, I suppose, even though it's not that day anymore by the time this goes up. Yeah, 10 coins. Eat it, Mario! Thank you. I will gladly take that money. As for the word with YouTube, I don't know. I lost both the camps I was in at pretty much the exact same time. Like, not even the exact same day. I mean, like, within the same hour. I haven't officially lost in one of them yet, but basically it's new players versus veterans. And I'm the only new player left, and I got put up on the chopping block, and I am pretty much screwed. There is no way I'm going to be safe, so it's just a matter of how long it takes for TDA Fan Club to send the video out. So I know I'm screwed. I made jury, though. I got, like, 6th place, so I'll take it. I mean, that's pretty good. Those vets, they are hardcore, so shout out to them, man. Like, I'm not mad at them for putting me up on the block at all. I mean, they did a good job of sticking together. And obviously they did a great job in the challenges as well, so props to them. As for the other one, I just got flat unlucky on that one because one of my YouTube friends, Admiral Lindsay, has been having, or was having, problems with sending messages. YouTube wasn't letting messages be sent. I'm not sure why that's the case, but it wasn't working. And then all of a sudden it worked, and since we were so far behind on the schedule, he was just like, alright, well, we're going to eliminate 5 people, and you can choose whoever you want. So, you know, immediately, like, all the good players got put up on the block. And I'm not saying I'm a great player or anything like that, but I always do the challenges the best I can, as opposed to some people who do them, like, you know, once every 3 challenges or whatever. I don't try to appear to be weak. I'm going to go this way. Dang it, oh well. But I got put up there immediately, man. I had, like, a whole bunch of votes against me. I had the 2nd highest amount, I think. I'm not sure why the other person got the highest amount. He's one of the better players, too. Mario, thanks a lot, man. Yeah, one of the question mark spaces in here will make one of your rivals appear to where you are. If it's 4-player, then you'll throw a dart to see who it is. Now, I said you can't see the map, but you are allowed to view parts of the house that you've already been through, so that's kind of your key indicator. It's like, okay, where have you already been? What path will take you where? Mario better hope he gets something good on that dice box. If he doesn't get a 10, he's not going to be able to afford the star. And, of course, he gets it. How much you want to bet the stars right behind that door? Okay, good. It's a pitfall. Which means you are going back to start, Mario. See ya. I kind of like how whenever it's Boo, though, like the pink Boos attack their own Boo. That's not right. So you can kind of look at the map here. Whenever you see an X, that will show you where Pitfall is. If you see a star, it will show you where King Boo is, because, you know, you can always reach the star and just not have enough money. I am going to use this. I'm going to imagine it's probably up there. It might be down here, but I guarantee if I go around this way, that's just going to be a big loop back to this room. So it's going to be up there or down there. I'm going to go with the one on the top right. I know that's still, you know, luck-based, but at least I have some idea of where it could be. Which is why I like this board. It's got a lot of strategy in it. Even though it's got luck, you know, all the boards technically have at least some amount of luck in them. There's still strategy. As for the thrice candy, by the way, you can still get coin bonuses from this. If you get 3 of the same number, you'll get a 30 coin bonus. If you get 3 7s, you actually get a 50 coin bonus. But, you know, the odds of that happening are very, very low. 1 in 10 for each dice block. Yeah, we want to keep going up. Go twice candy. That'll help with my movement next turn. For anybody wondering, there's not an unlimited number of turns on this board. If you hit pause, it'll say turn 8. I believe you can only go to, like, turn 30 or something like that. But there is a limit. After a while, I think they just declare a winner based on who's got the most stars, or if you're tied in stars, who's got the most coins and stars. Mario, you need to stop landing on these versus spaces, man. They're not helping you. There are very few versus minigames that I'm not good at. Most of the ones I'm bad at are chance. Mario Party 8 also features one of the very, very, very few times where there's a chance minigame that I actually enjoy. Because normally I hate chance minigames. That's why I don't like Game Guy from Mario Party 3. Worst idea ever, I'm telling you. So here we have locomotives. Keep your trains from hitting your balloons. Point select your trains to reverse their direction. When a train's light comes on, it means that the train is approaching a balloon. Reverse its direction fast. It'll also make a little, like, siren noise. So you just move the Wii pointer and hit A or B to switch which direction it's moving. It's pretty easy to beat the CPU on this one. And now what you might be thinking is, okay, I'll just let 2 of the trains immediately pop the balloons, so I only have to focus on 1 train. No, that doesn't work. After a while, the balloons will respawn, and not that long, either. The balloons will respawn pretty quickly. And then after that, you'll have to watch out for it again. I say the worst one, though, is the fastest car, because it's kind of hard to point select sometimes on it, and you'll miss it. Which can be very irritating, but it happens, you know. Like that, right there, for example. Fortunately, Mario did a worse job than me. I did a terrible job. Normally, I keep all 3 of mine alive, and I lost 2. For me, that's terrible right there. Especially against a regular CPU. It's not like they were on very hard difficulty or anything like that. That was an abysmal display of my skill. What wasn't abysmal is 10 coins. Yeah, at least I'm good with the dart wheel still. It's nice to know I still know how to do that. What's really awesome if you get a regular duel minigame and a regular party mode, if the player you're dueling has enough, you can actually steal 2 stars from them. Which is awesome, you know. I mean, 2 stars and you didn't have to pay a cent for either one. I mean, you had to pay by winning the minigame, but you could potentially buy a Slogo candy for 15 coins and then, you know, get 2 stars for it. That's definitely worth the 15 coins, you know. Typical stars, depending on what board, usually 20 coins. I'm gonna go ahead and see what they got here. It always pays to look. You know, looking is free. It's just window shopping. I'm gonna go ahead and take this just in case Mario gets close to the star and he's got enough coins. Because I can afford 10 coins. I'll still have more than enough. And we want to go up here. And we get a piece of twice candy, so it's a good thing I didn't buy some twice candy. And we went to a pitfall, so I know where the star is now, pretty much. There's one other place it could possibly be, but I'm pretty sure that's not where it's going to be. Oh, well. We're going to get a 6. And he can't even go past the thwomp if he wanted to. Alright, so the way things stand right now, the star can be either one of 2 places. It can either be in this bottom right corner down here, or that may not possibly loop all the way around, and it might have a path going down and a path going to the right. I'm pretty sure it's going to be down there, so that's going to be our next destination. If it's honestly in that loop, I'm going to be surprised. Honestly, if it's there, I will be surprised. I've not gone over what the DK and Bowser spaces do on this board. If you land on the DK space, a DK logo will appear over all of the pitfalls, and whenever you reach one of the rooms that is a pitfall, instead of being sent back to the start, DK will give you a star for free, and then you'll get sent back to start. If you activate a Bowser, then a Bowser logo will cover up all the pitfalls, and if there's a DK thing to cover the pitfalls already, Bowser will actually remove those and replace them with his own. And vice versa, DK can do that to Bowser's. But if you run into a Bowser, then he will actually take away a star. If you don't have a star, I believe he gives you money or takes away money. That might only be on another board. Actually, there's one other place it could be. It could be in the center area right there. I'm tempted. I think it might be that way. At the very worst, it's just going to loop back around. I'm very doubtful thinking that will actually be a pitfall if I took that direction. But hey, I could be wrong. Oh no, not that candy, the Thwomp candy. Basically, if somebody uses that and they land on or go past your space, they will squish half your coins. They don't get the coins, but you do lose half your coins. They don't get to keep them, fortunately. And if it's an odd number, they'll take the majority. So in this case, I would have lost 23 if Mario could catch up to me. I don't think he'll be able to, though, even though I rolled really poorly right there. Because the Thwomp candy generally tends to give you a bad roll whenever you use it. That may only be for me, though, I don't know. But I think the highest I've ever rolled while actually using it was like a 4. Speaking of 4s, Mario, you don't need that money. We're going to take it away from you with our vampire candy. Oh, great, another challenge minigame. Maybe he'll unlock the one that he was supposed to. Maybe he'll have a better shot at it this time, because he did not do a good job last time. I guarantee, though, if he gets Stampede, he is screwed. And yep, he got Stampede. I can beat this one, but this is probably one of the hardest minigames for me as well. I'm not gonna lie. Basically, what you're gonna do is use the Wii Remote to actually create stamps, and then you hit A or B to slide the stamped logo off the tray. The problem with this, however, is you only get 20 seconds to make 20 stamps. And to make it even harder, sometimes there will be Bowser logos hidden inside of there, and if you stamp one of those, you lose 2 points. So you really can't afford to mess up here. And there is a limited supply of paper, so if you run out of paper, then you're going to lose as well. So you got to be really fast on this. Really fast yet accurate, because you don't want to mess up. And Mario's going to run out of paper. Nope, he didn't run out of paper, but he did run out of time. And a lot of the time you'll find yourself being 1 or 2 short. I mean, you got to be quick on this thing, I'm telling you. But don't do like really choppy motions. Make it really smooth whenever you're doing it. Because if you don't make it smooth, it will not register very well. And you'll stamp a Bowser logo when you obviously weren't trying to, but the game will say, oh, well, you stamped it. I'm going to go ahead and use this because the most I can steal is 20 coins from Mario, and, you know, he's got 20 right now, so we're going to go ahead and capitalize and take a little bit more money. Vampire Boo. Some of the characters look really weird as vampires. Oh wow, I thought I actually missed there for a second, but no, I got it. Which is good. Yeah, the key for this level, especially in a one-on-one fight, always keep your opponent's coins very, very low. Because that way, even if they find King Boo, they can't get the star. And we're going to go this way again. Hopefully, Pink Boo will have some thrice candy for me. He does. Good. I will take some of that, my good man. I will use all of Mario's money and buy that. I'm sure he probably doesn't appreciate that. Well, too bad for him. There, I apparently got karma for it by losing a whole 3 coins. Which I know 3 coins can change the game. I mean, obviously Slim Kirby proved that in Mario Party 5, wasn't it? Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is why you want to keep your opponents at a low amount of coins. Because if I had not used that vampire candy, Mario would have been able to afford that star. But King Boo says, boo to you, Mario. So be gone. I shall turn you into a painting. Oh, wait, wrong game. My bad. Okay, we are going to use the thrice candy, and... Actually, no, we're just going to roll normally. I'm going to use the pitfall on purpose this time and get out of this area of the house, because I know where it is. And honestly, I think... Well, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. There'll be 1 space that way, and we'll get sent back to start and lose our roll. Would it take more time to... I think it'd take more time to loop around, honestly. Plus, I get a free thrice candy right here, so I got plenty of extra dice to use. So I think I'll be able to get to the star faster than Mario will. I gotta watch out for a swamp candy, but even then, I'll still have enough money. I'm not worried about the money, it's just... You gotta be careful while playing. You got an 8, alright, that's not very good. I was hoping he'd roll something a little bit lower than that. Not because it'd bring him close to the star, but because then he'd be able to hit me with the swamp candy next turn. But oh well. Hopefully we'll get a very nice and high roll right here. Hopefully something in the high teens. You know, the average with 3 dice blocks would be 3 5s, which would be 15, so hopefully we'll get something over 15. Which it doesn't look like we're going to. Nope, not even close. In fact, that set us up perfectly to get me crushed with a Thwomp Candy. So, you know what? I am actually going to be smart about this. And pay 10 coins to loop around, so I don't have to get crushed by the Thwomp Candy. Because if I only end up one space away from him, there is no way he'll miss me. Which would be very irritating. And fortunately, there's also a shop here, so if I need to capitalize on that, I can do that as well. Now, you want to watch out for these spaces right here that have the piranha plants and green marks next to them, because if you land on one of those, the piranha plant's going to eat you and take away 10 of your coins. And I realize, by the way, this board is taking a lot longer than the previous ones did, but this one does have a lot of bit of luck and a little bit of patience for it, so it does take a little while to get her done. Let's see what you got. I'll take another thrice candy. I need to be careful with my money, though. I'm running a little bit short here, so I gotta be careful. And as I suspected, it looped back around. I got 5 coins, just in case I need some backup money. Another twice candy. Dice candies are not the problem right now. Grab another coin, even though I don't need it. And we're gonna head this way. I doubt Mario's gonna roll a really high number with that Thwomp Candy, but if he does, I might be in trouble here. Oh, he's not even gonna use it, okay. I can see why, though. I think he'd need at least like a 7 or something like that. Yeah, actually, he would need at least a 7, so 7, 8, 9, or 10. Odds are not in his favor. And he just lost 3 coins, so I don't think he'll be getting the star. I'm not going to be worried about rolling that high of a number because I only have to roll a... 5 or higher. But I'm going to go ahead and use the twice candy just in case. I'll save the thrice candy for the next round, but... just keep in mind, you still have to get 2 stars on this board. It's not 1 star. That'll work. Hello, King Boo. Yes, sir, I will. We are halfway home. Now that we're 23 minutes into this recording session, we are halfway home. So what happens after you find the star, normally, not all the time, normally, the house will completely rearrange and it's going to start all over. In the one-on-one version, what's going to happen is Boo will reappear in a different spot. It could possibly be an area that previously had a pitfall, or it could be an area you haven't explored yet. But right now, Mario's going to get his bonus, which will either be nothing, a Springo candy, or a thrice candy. And Mario gets a huge pile of nothing. Oh no! Little help can go a long way, so no help will get you straight there. And apparently Mario agrees with that statement. Well, gee, you're getting nowhere fast. And let's see if we can't already find King Boo on the map here. Okay, so that's where he was, and he didn't go either direction there. So that means he's in one of 2 spots. It means he's either down in that corner or up there, in that middle spot. I'm going to go for the middle one, for the simple fact that if I get there and Mario gets to the pitfall, I think it'll be easier to race him all the way around than it would be to get to the one that's closer first. Because I can find shops on my way there if I need to. If it comes down to a versus minigame, I'm pretty sure I can best him very easily. And Womp is in my way. A giant troll is blocking your path. What do you do? Might as well pay him. We're not that short from the amount that we need. Twice candy, alright, fine, whatever. 5, well, that'll be enough to afford the star, so I'll take that. And we're gonna go this way, and grab another 3 coins. You know, so seeing as the star's only 10 coins in this map, 3 coins is actually a pretty big difference. If Mario had 3 more coins, he could be able to afford the star right now. I'm not sure why Mario did that, because whenever you go into the pitfall, you lose all of your movement, so I guess he's just making sure he can reach the pitfall this turn. Even though it was only like 6 squares away. Oh, pardon me, 5. But you do lose all your rolls, so... You also lose all of your croissants, biscuits. I mean, you lose all the pastries, man. It sucks. So I'm hoping everybody watched the Halloween specials of The Big Bang Theory and, you know, Community, The Middle. Those are all really good shows. And the Big Bang Theory one, that was hilarious, man. I didn't really like the whole Leonard thing. Leonard's like the one guy that I don't like out of the 4. My favorite character is Raj of those 4. Everybody's like, oh, well, you don't like Sheldon as much? It's like, no, I like Raj. He's funny. But yeah, that was a really good episode. How could I be so stupid? That was funny. Whenever he shocks himself with the little hand buzzer thing. Fine. What do you have? Not much. I'll take another Twice Candy. Twice Candy's pretty cheap, and since I'll get 3 coins, I'm really only spending 2. I can afford 2 coins right now. Haha. He may not be able to afford the star even if he reaches it before me. Which will not upset me. I'm sorry this is taking so long, guys. Jeez. Hopefully this will be a weekend episode, because... Like, jeez! I know most of my older recordings were like, you know, half an hour long, but I realized, you know, most people probably don't have half an hour to spend all day watching a video, so I switched it to about 20. Alright, Port to Score. As long as it wasn't Stampede, I can do Port to Score pretty easily. I already explained the strategy for this. Let's go ahead and read the rules, though. Tilt the container to pour sand on the scale. Get the final amount within the target range to win. Slow down when your pour approaches the lower limit so you don't overshoot. Now make sure that you end it with A or B, once again, because if you don't, then you'll be like, how do I stop the timer? Like, just hit A or B. I didn't realize that the first time I played it because I was too lazy. But yeah, the tips are right. You do need to slow down whenever you get close. So I'd say right about there, and then you got plenty of time. The time's pretty lenient here. There we go. It's not hard. I don't know why the CPUs have so much problems with this. It's a very simple minigame. You just gotta pour as much as you need at the beginning, and then be a little bit careful in the end. And once again, the timer's not really a disadvantage. It's a pretty easy timer to get past. I didn't get the 20, but I didn't get the 5 either, so I'll take 10, you know. I'm just glad I got something. I can afford another, you know, Twice Candy or whatever. That's just kind of fallback money, you know, just in case something goes wrong. There are some other candies we have not seen yet, one of them being the Cash Zap candy, which will make a player lose half of their coins. And in multiplayer, you have to throw a dart to see which player it is, but in, you know, single player, it's just whoever you want to hit. Or single player, it's just whoever your opponent is, they just immediately get hit. Because, you know, there's no other opponents, so who else would it go for? And sadly, it's not like Thunder Magic and Fire Emblem, it can't miss. It'd be awesome if it could, but it can't. 1 coins! 1 coins, 1 points. And I'm telling you guys, after Brandman lended me the Mario Kart Double Dash. I want to go play that sucker so bad right now. I'm honestly going to go this way. I just got a feeling. Now that I saw it on the map, you know, I got a feeling. And I don't particularly care which one it is. It's probably going to be Stampede, knowing my luck, but, you know, whatever. Hopefully I'll do it correctly. I don't want to be like, let me show you how it's done, and then screw it up really badly. Stamp your mark on 20 sheets of white paper to win. Avoid stamping Bowser sheets. You lose 2 points if you stamp on a Bowser page, so be careful. You have to stamp and remember to use A or B to move the sheet aside. I hate this game. It's not as bad as Flip the Chimp, though. Flip the Chimp is like... You can tell Miyamoto designed that one while laughing maniacally. That's how bad it is. Now keep in mind, it says A or B to move the sheet aside. That's only if you don't want to stamp it. If you want to stamp it, just stamp it, it'll automatically move the sheet aside for you. Yeah. Just stamp with a good pattern going and make sure to change it whenever it's a Bowser. If you just keep stamping with a constant pattern, you'll beat the timer. Just make sure that you're stamping at least 1 per second, and you'll be fine. I honestly think they should give you a better dart wheel for that one because it's the hardest one, but they never do, you know. Once again, I shot it too early. And I knew I did the minute I threw it. Before it even hit the board, I was like, that's too early. Oh, well, it was my own fault. I was kind of hoping he'd land on that Versus so I could take some of his money away, but oh well. Right now, I just need to get a 2 at least, and we'll find out if this is a safe one or not. Yes! My luck paid off. Finally, we're done with this board. Jeez. Would you like to attend so it's my star? No! Of course I would. Why would you choose no, honestly? There's no benefit to choosing no. It's not like, oh, we'll have 20 coins, or, you know, something. It's kind of funny to hear the dialogue, though. Like, in the first game, whenever you chose no, he'd be like, okay, then. And Toad would just be like, alright, then. You just keep going. Well, at least Boo won on King Boo's board, you know? That's not as humiliating for King Boo. I mean, it's his own. It's a member of his own, you know, group. So. Oh no! Oh no! I love that. And you know when everybody's thinking, "Oh no!" What happens? Oh yeah! Kool-Aid Man. Anybody seen that Family Guy episode? Whenever like, I think Peter gets like sentenced to prison for a day or something like that, and Luce is like, oh no, and Chris goes, oh no, and the Kool-Aid Man runs in, it's like, oh yeah! Family Guy is so funny. I mean, don't watch the show if you're a kid, but oh man, that show's hilarious. Now, apparently our next Star Smash will be against Yussel. So happy. I'm tempted to do it right now, but I got some of my other LP that I need to get recording on, so next time on Let's Play Mario Party 8, we're going to be on a train, apparently, so I guess we'll see what that's about. We're probably not going to be facing Russell in that round, because I'm going to turn off my game, so it probably won't be Yoshi, but we'll see. It might be Yoshi, I don't know. We'll find out. So, I will see you guys then. Later.